Greetings, everybody. Welcome back. It is time for some more Disney Infinity under construction, and we are going to kick things off with the Chamber of Secrets. This might be the final build. We'll know in just a moment. We'll be right back.
Perfect place for flying.
All right, welcome back to the Toy Box once again. I've been doing quite a bit of work offline on this one, so I will show you where we are at since our last stream. First, oh, I was going to try to avoid that. Alright, from above, we take a look around. I put some interior items in there for decoration, candles on the walls. In our first room in our journey, we've got some different wall art. We've got the floating book of spells that you'll need to go to, and once you do that, your next portion of the mission will pop up along with a locator, which will send you, excuse me, over here. We've got the invisible cloak, aka Harry Potter. So you'll go there, grab the cloak, you'll be invisible for a period of time. That may come in handy. Just saying. And again, some more interior decoration down here. And then as we get to our final boss segment down below, and that's what we're going to be working on now because it works, but we got a problem. Again, some more interior stuff thrown in there just for a little bit of ambiance. So here is the problem. King Candy doesn't want to appear, and I'm guessing it's because he's got too many. Let's see. Yeah, he won't play back. What is this one? Hold on. Why do I got two of them down here? Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought I just turned that off. No, I wish I wouldn't have turned it on. Why is that up top, though? Yeah, I've been having some strangeness on my saves. Like, that should not be on top. We're all good? We're going to stop zapping me now? Alright, so this is King Candy, and he won't come out and play right now because I'm guessing he feels too restricted. I thought I gave him enough room by pushing this all the way to the back. These doors will not open until you've defeated the enemies. However, we can fly. So you'll get through those doors, whoosh, which will send you into here. And at point in time, you will have access to the Sorcerer's Stone. So that's kind of what we're leading up to here. Jonas, hello, sir. I'm doing well. How are you? Sadly, all of this in this area here may end up having to be redone because of what I think. Because I had a problem earlier with our boss not appearing, and what I think the issue is going to be that we need to drop all of this down low. I think the floor by design is just too high. So we're going to find that out right now by basically removing everything. Everything except for the door, because that's already got logic hooked up to it, so I would like to keep that. Unless I already deleted it. Dummy. That's not a problem. We can just soon put it back in. Realistically, if we can't fix this boss issue, then it won't be an issue. Alright, so here's what I really want to try. And I probably should have left all that in there until after I tried it. I want to... I'll tell you what. Right now, let's just start with this. By removing that wall and giving it further area back to work with, is that enough? I don't think it is, but I could be wrong. I'll be happy to be wrong. No, I didn't think so. Okay, so the wall itself is not the issue, which then tells me it's the floor. That's a little trickier. So here's my plan for that. Let's try that out and see if that makes a difference. And still nothing. Huh. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Let's try that and see if that makes a difference. I'm glad to hear you're doing well, sir. Mac the Gamer, hello. Thank you for joining. Ah, the old stuff. I've also posted a playlist of some of the original old stuff, including the very first video I ever did on YouTube. And that's under the Invasions End Place playlist. So if you want to really check out some bad stuff, holy cow, we have evolved quite a bit from then. We are building a Chamber of Secrets from Harry Potter. This is part of a number of different builds that I've been doing for Harry Potter that'll all tie into a storyline that I'm going to put together. Alright. That is assuming I can get my boss villain to come back out and play again. Unbelievable. Still won't do it. Damn. I'm just going to say it. Alright, well, since this is all saved anyway, I'm just going to get rid of all this mess and see if he'll come back and play. I really wasn't anticipating it being this big a deal. Like I said, I did have a problem with it earlier on because using King Candy, it won't replay with a collision, unlike certain other items that don't seem to care so much. King Candy is very particular; doesn't want to share the spotlight, so to speak. Oh, the ECW. There's still more coming. I just haven't had a chance to add all of it, but definitely more coming. All right, let's try this one more time. Clear. Playback. You stink. Now I'm really starting to wonder what's up with that. I mean, I'm actually finding it very hard to believe that what's up here now could be an issue. It's so far away. Alright, this is the last that I'll be deleting them. Other than that, I'm just try and reload them in and see if that doesn't make the difference. That is so out there. Nope. And there's another issue too that is really perplexing me. I have absolutely no idea how I'm even fixing this one. But this has been a very odd toy box so far. As it has saved things or not saved things that I've made changes, and then all of a sudden I reloaded after saving it, and the changes didn't stay. Very weird, very weird. Never saw a Harry Potter movie. Well, you should. I had only seen the first two, and my girlfriend got me into it a little bit, and now I'm on the last two. We kind of watch one every few days or so. So I'm down to the last two, and I've got to tell you, some of these episodes move a little slow for me, and then they'll have a little bit of action come up, but I'd like to see a more up-tempo. It would help me a lot if it was a little faster paced. That said, still pretty good stuff. Alright. I am so baffled right now. Let me see something out. Well, since I'm not saving this anyway, let's do this real quick. Need a button. Always need a button around here, don't we? New logic connection when it's hit. You're going to reset it. Resetting it basically makes it completely clean, with the exception of the connections. Alright, so that is now, boom, a brand new, allegedly. Alright, let's give her another while and see what happens. Once again, I forget where King Candy fell. I think it was in set pieces, which means it's probably not. There he is. Oh, I wonder... Path connection. Go to our properties, toy box path. I believe we sped him up to 200. And then we want horizontal down 2. And back and forth. Alright, so there is the problem. The way he loads in is going to require a lower floor for sure. So let's see if we can rectify that little problem first. Yeah, Lion, I'll tell you right now, you won't be sorry if you did. The first one in particular I thought was really, really good. For me, it's still the best. I've got to rewatch part 6. I forget the separate titles for them, but the 6th installment I kind of nodded off on yesterday because I watched it late. I was tired, and I did miss about probably 15, 20 minutes of it, somewhere in between. Plus, there's just so much dialogue with these movies. You really probably need to watch them a couple times to absorb all of it. All right, we are looking for the floor. Thinking of how I want to do this. All right, so we have to have it lower. Guessing that's one block, right? What am I colliding with? Who put that there? I did. Okay. Actually, don't need it at the moment because I accidentally deleted the door. Which is okay because we're, like I said, we're not saving this right now. This is just trying to see if I can fix the problem because I still have another issue, which is more concerning to me. Alright. Let's bounce back up, hopefully. Oh, yeah, the share play. Honestly, today might not be a good day. My girlfriend's currently flying, and I'm kind of watching her airplane on the other screen. She should be landing in less than a half hour. And I'll have to cut the stream right about then. Let me see. She's got 25 minutes to go. So, but tomorrow I think will be a better day if you guys are on. We're trying to figure out some share play challenges here. Alright, clear. Alright, that's a good start. So if I drop the floor down, that should fix my problem. Alright, let's check that out by loading in. We didn't save anything. We're not going to save anything. Toy box. Saves. Look at this. We speak enjoyment. Chamber of Secrets, yes. Unsaved progress will be lost. That's fine. We weren't going to save it. Tomorrow is a good question. It'll be early. Probably 5 hours or maybe even a little more earlier than this. I know we're in different time zones, so right now, what time is it here? It is like almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon here, so I'm going to say probably around 7, 8 o'clock, give or take. I still think I'm going to have to push that second wall back. So here's another dilemma, and I have no idea how to fix this one because it shouldn't even exist.
I'm here to help. What's up?
Alright, we're going to say no. And we are going to fly. This scaling block down here, I have deleted it a bunch of times. I need it deleted. It should not be here. Okay. And then when I save, it turns out that it's still there. And it is messing up the works. I'll do it again right now, man. Watch this. Let's see what happens. Alright, so we're saving it without the block. It is really just becoming a major issue. Chamber of Secrets. Say yes. Boom. Absolutely. Discord is, we've got a really, really cool server over there for Discord, and I highly recommend you check it out. It is all things Disney Infinity, and I do mean all things. I will definitely look for you. Okay, so now, let's just go ahead and load in for fun. Y'all saw me delete it. Y'all saw me save it. Toy box. New toy box saves. If this one actually works, I guess maybe you have to just literally do one thing at a time and save it. I don't know. The block was originally there through a replayer. And it wasn't performing properly, so I deleted the replayer altogether thinking that would remove the problem. What it did is left behind the block permanently. Even though the replayer has been completely deleted and the block has been deleted, it still keeps coming back. Like ants at a picnic. I gotta check something real quick. I'll be right back.
I'm here to help. What's up?
Okay, and we're back. Nope, still not gonna. Alright, let's bounce up. Let's bounce down. Okay, it is currently showing that it's gone and deleted, right? Now, what this one here does, because I was having so much trouble with it, is it will instead put up a block wall that will disappear once you've done some other challenge. Because that's what the barrier was there for, was to not let you in until. But it wouldn't work. And as much as it looks like it has worked properly this time and deleted it, I guarantee you, once we go into game mode and start playing, it'll be back. Because it keeps doing that. And I'm thinking there's another replayer somehow screwing with it. And that means I got to figure out which replayer that is. And there's a few of them in here. But that'll be after I figure out how to get my boss back in. So as we've already seen, if we lower the floor, that might be all it takes. So we're going to start that out. And I still don't know why this one's on top. This one needs to be down below. Alright, and this is King Candy here. We'll stick that there. And then we will see if just lowering this floor is enough. But then didn't we already delete the floor? Because then what we can do is put some stairs to get you down there and have you... I might even lower the whole thing down here for the final step, which is fine. I actually kind of like that idea. And it should only be these ones right up here, so... where am I at? I'm glad I completely topped this thing off. Oh, are we on the ground already? Okay. Let's just start with that first, see if that makes the difference. Of course not. I'm almost thinking the replayer itself may be corrupted at this point. I don't know. Let me see. Whoa. Hold that. Be right back in just a second. If you're looking for the Discord page, the last video I did had it in the description box. Probably the last two, actually. I had trouble getting this one up and running, so I didn't get all my links in. Alright, let me see. Alright, we now know it's definitely set pieces. Oh, mercy. Alright, so... Yeesh. We're going to need to go back quite a ways. Alright, we'll put this up here so we have some idea. Man, it's gonna ruin my archway too, and I love that archway. I'll just rebuild it, but... Alright. Sidewalls will be okay. Move that door up for now, just so I don't accidentally delete it again. Unlike the last time, this time we are going to be saving these changes if we can get this thing to work. Hehehe. 48 degrees in Chicago. She don't like that weather. I do. I'd be in heaven, except for the fact that it's Chicago. Other than that. Okay, whoops, got turned around. Let's see, going up here. I'm so sad about this. Let's just do this. Lose the path creator. Throw you over here for now, since it's already nice and themed. Okay. Kind of feel like that might be enough. Alright, let's see if it'll spawn in. Not with the door there, it won't. Let's throw the door back here for now. There we go. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is, I hate when that happens. Gosh dang it. Alright, let's drop the whole thing to that height. Is what I think I'm going to do here. Bring this over here, drop it down as well. that there. Okay. Right now, I want this to stay pretty flat and straight. I'll leave that there for the moment. Same on this side. Let's just get rid of all these inward cuts. Let me figure out. That's even there. I'm not sure why I didn't do that here. But I'll figure it out in just a moment. You only had chickens? I feel like I'm missing part of that conversation. Leave that there. Okay. Don't need that one. Papa H in the house. We're having some difficulties here, man. One of which I may have fixed, but I have a feeling not yet. And then the other one is my boss wouldn't spawn in because the floor was too high and there was a collision effect going on. So I've dropped the floor down. And I keep doing that. And what I'm going to do now is add some stairs either side that would hopefully not interfere with him. Stairs down here. A copyright strike? Probably. I mean, all this music's copyrighted. Even that one that we thought might not be, it is. Big surprise. It's not a strike, by the way. It's a copyright warning. Just lets you know that they're getting the money you aren't. But since I can't monetize anyway, have at it. Okay. Although, by the way, I want to thank you guys, man. We're doing great this month on subs. Right now, I'm hovering near the 500 mark. So, I'm quite happy with that. Come on. I'd say that is a testament to the Infinity audience. But I've still got to figure something out here because all that thought. It's all well and good to have the stairs. Yeah, it's all good. Just to claim. If you could add 3 figures into the game, oh my god, I would probably go straight to Rogue One. That's the one that broke my heart the most. Jen Urso, without a doubt. What was the big dude's name? I forget his name right now with the super machine gun thing. Or I'd want him in there. And the blind guy. Okay, just making sure it's still working without any issues as we build here. Let me do this. Drop this over here so I can get a better visual of where. I'm not sure why the height is the issue. Let me just check something here real quick before we get too deep into this. It almost seems like it's more about a ceiling issue than a floor issue. Yeah. Alright, maybe before I go too crazy here. Maybe my issue was from above, not from below. Okay, good news. That will definitely make a difference. I don't have to redo everything. Well, I still got a lot to redo. But that's about where it starts coming in too. Okay. Here, we'll leave that run. Okay. So this area here I've got to leave mostly open. I can taper it down a bit, which I'm gonna do. My God. You know what? Just get rid of all of that. Oh, he's gonna do it anyway. Never mind. Now it's done. Apparently, Chicago Airport is not super pandemic crazy. Social distancing and things of that nature not quite the thing over there, which I totally don't fault them for. I think it's a really bad joke at this point in time. A lot of us have suffered because of it, and not because of the virus, which is arguably no worse than the common flu. I believe it's no worse than the common flu. Saw a 72-year-old president get back on his feet in 3 days, so you're not going to convince me this thing is world-changing, but I'm out of a job now because of it, so thanks. China better be happy that I don't have a chance to be president right now, because I would so nuke them. whatever fallout comes from that, fine, but I would absolutely press the button on China. And most of the world would support that. If any of my viewers are in China, don't worry, I would give you enough warning to get out. All right, what am I missing here? Boy, you guys are chatting it up. Thanos and his minions. Well, playsets goes without saying. It has to be Rogue One. All right, Lion, take care, buddy. Well, my girlfriend just got a text as she got off the plane with a job offer, but she doesn't remember which one it is, so she'll have to call and find out and then let me know. Mind you, here's the irony. She's currently employed still by Disney. If anyone hasn't heard the latest and greatest by the Walt Disney World Company, actually, they're quite busy right now. And I don't mind saying these things since I'm no longer employed. Look, they're a business. Let's just put that out there. And they are not in any way, shape, or form beholding to any of the cast members who put years, decades of their lives into the company. They could give a rat's ass. They care about one thing only, and they say it. The shareholders. That's it. Everybody else is expendable. They've proven that. So, as far as a family-friendly company is concerned, depending on your version of what a family-friendly company is, I guess. But I find it kind of interesting that the executives are all back to getting a full salary now. But we're firing all of the hourly cast members, and then we're going from that to the newest thing, which is the cast members that haven't been fired. Why is that not matched up? I hate when that happens. That's pretty much center, right? Yeah. Hold on, what did I do? That's a little off center. Well, you know what? We're redoing everything now anyway, so let's just fix that. Leave that as a marker. So here's what's happening now. Because Disney does have a union of sorts, and I say of sorts because it's Florida, it's a right-to-work state, so you really don't have a union. They have no real power because they're not allowed to go on strike, and if you can't go on strike, you're not a union. So that said, the union, doing what unions do, are protecting, first and foremost, those with the highest seniority level, which, yeah, you know, you can make an argument about that, I suppose. So all of the part-timers were fired. Or, what's the term? Laid off. It's a nice way of saying you no longer have a paycheck. So there's no part-timers drawing any income now. Because we have to make sure the shareholders are happy. I feel like there's got to be a gap in something here. Yeah, like that. Yep, there's another one. So the shareholders, they're all going to be happy as the third quarter rolls through, fiscal quarter, with the numbers, and that's really all that matters. So all the part-timers, you're laid off, which essentially means you're fired. And for those that are full-time, hourly cast members in resorts in particular, I believe theme parks as well, you have still got your jobs. And what they're doing now, and this is the part that's just, wow, it's going to be great for team morale is all I can tell you. So now, people who have been sitting home on furlough all this time, congratulations, you're coming back. Based on your seniority, why is that still not lining up evenly? Based on your seniority, you'll be coming back to your preferred role, even if it wasn't your role. So, I can't speak. Scenarios like my girlfriend, who has been back to work. She was out on furlough, like all of us were, for about 3 months. Came back to her concierge position at one of our resorts. And now found out, along with almost everybody on her team, because she's got, let's say, 3 years of service in, that she will no longer be in that role as of next week, I believe. And she has a choice of going from concierge, which is a front desk position that offers opportunities for advancement, and that is what she was always after to begin with. Instead, she will either be a custodian at our theme parks, one of them, or she can work the Skyliner. And when I say work, that means stand there and try and keep people in line, literally, figuratively. Or what other wonderful opportunity? Merchandise, that's another one, which is out of all of them the best opportunity for her. But none of which is what she signed up for. And then these people who've been sitting home for all these months will come in and basically take all their spots away, and it's across the board. So all these resorts that I have managed for years now, the people I manage are anything from in tiers on down, because their resort that they, in many cases, either opened or helped build are being taken out from under them for a role they never asked for through no fault of their own. But, hey, that's what unions do for you, buddy. So there's a lot of turmoil, to say the least, right now within the ranks of the Walt Disney World Company. And then the other big one that just the last couple of days, I guess, has been kind of coming out. But Disney is essentially taking out the movie industry. And in that, I'm referring to the theaters specifically. They seem to be liking this idea of complete ownership of their property, and why should I let somebody else collect any money except for myself? So their plan appears to be that they are, see if I'm still centered here, because it's easy to get off, and I am off. So what they did with Mulan is kind of their new thing. Now, they may not be charging the full $30 anymore moving forward with these other movies that come out, but they will be going almost exclusively to Disney Plus. So if you want to see these movies, whether it be the Black Widow, which is already done, ready to go, you won't be seeing it in the theater. Yeah, it sucks. You're right, and it is what it is. I mean, and it is going to bite them because right now staffing is so ridiculously low that once we get through this election and Trump wins again, because there's no way he's losing this election, and then the economy starts coming back around, and you want to start opening your resorts, well, you've pissed everybody off. And overwhelming majority of them are going to tell you to go fly it up a flagpole. They're not going to come back. I am right now, a week ago, I would have told you, yeah, I would come back. But at this point, I'm coming back to what? It's like all my people are now going to be emptying trash cans or selling T-shirts somewhere. It's really hard to center that thing up. Why? No, that's right. Okay. Just looks odd. So yeah, it's going to be real interesting, to say the least. And what they're doing with the movie theaters, oof. I don't know. That's another one that could easily come back to bite them. I've heard a bunch of different theories on how that could work, where the only thing the movie theaters would make is like popcorn sales out of the deal. Disney would pre-sell you the tickets to go see it on a big screen if you want to, but you'd still have to have your membership for Disney Plus. I don't want to get too crazy on this. I'm just plugging in some spots here and ideas here. Is that one curved out? That one's curved all the way out. Okay, let's see how this is looking here. Still happy? Okay. Now we're going to start tapering this in a little bit and see how much of that I can get away with. And still have my... I'd be surprised if that works, but let's find out. Okay, so that's not going to happen. Well, here's the deal. Netflix is responsible for all of this. In the beginning, Disney didn't mind giving them the money or the movies and just taking the royalties from the showings because they didn't see them as a threat. But Netflix started getting bigger and bigger. There we go. Okay. And as they got bigger and bigger, they became a threat to what Disney was trying to do for themselves. And they studied the model and basically stole it. They let Netflix do all the heavy lifting. And then when they saw that they had a product that actually worked, they said, okay, now we can do it, and better. And sadly, they probably will. But I do feel like there should be some sort of government involvement in this at this point, because it seems to me like that's, considering they were working in partnership with them. Did I mention that the shareholders are going to be happy, though? My guess is there's still going to be movies that go direct to theater. They won't be Disney movies. But, damn, what does Disney not own? They've got Star Wars. They've got Marvel. They've got Disney stuff. I mean, it's just insane when you look at the library and the IP that they are now in sole possession of. I'm getting to that point. You know, I've been kind of chilling out for the last week or so, waiting to see how this all falls out. Because I've got 11 years in, and while I'm not a super fan of the company and their practices, this is not a first-time offender situation with them. There's just something about being around the people and that work there and what we do. And it's always been more about Walt's vision and keeping his memory alive, honoring him. It has nothing to do with Bob Iger or any of these other guys, Eisner before him, and now we got Bob Chapek. Nothing to do with them. Screw them. Could give a rat's ass about them. It has been about Walt and his vision and keeping his memory alive, but it seems like the more time goes by, the less that's going to happen. Yeah, this is not quite centering. Why is it not centering? Okay. Let's go ahead and drop in our path creator now. Actually, before I do that, let me move some of this stuff around. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Okay. One more time, we'll make sure King Candy's happy. Eunice is back. Okey-doke. Alright, I think we're good. I can finish this thing up probably now, so far it's building up and around. Let me do this, though. Let me save. Because I do want to test out my other issue. And Pop H, if you want to try some G.I. Joe, I'd be down for a little bit of that. After I load this in one time and just see. Sit too long in one position, man. Let's see. Chamber Secrets, right? Save. I'm going to be very curious to see if that block is still back in there. Alright, we're going to load in I mean, this thing was done. I figured for sure I would be finishing it on this stream. But there's one stupid part.
You're back in a hurry. Let's get going.
Alright, so the scalable block is gone, right? That's good. That's all set there. It's starting to look right. If not quite centered, but in the gameplay you won't even notice that. Actually, it is centered. It's just the outside part that's a little wonky. Well, I can't figure out why. Oh, then again, I haven't filled it out on this side, so it'll make it look better when it's done. Okay, now, to put it to the test. You do this. Alright, so we would spawn in here. We come through. Start the challenge, yes. I gotta fix that back wall. The only thing I'm really curious to see right now. Another block there. Something disappeared on me. Okay, so in theory now, if I go back here. Oh, wait. Well, there's a block, though. It shouldn't be a block. So what we've got to figure out is which other replayer is screwing up the pooch right now. There's some other replayer involved here. Which one? This is... Man, it's been so long now, I'm forgetting. One of these is for the stair. And I'll bet you anything. Let me see. Yep, is that it? There's the problem. Okay, we're gonna get rid of you on the next load-in. And we're gonna put another block back here. No, that's actually supposed to be like that. It's all good. And actually, I might be able to still keep that one. Alright, let me see something here in a minute. Okay, well that explains a little bit more. What I may end up doing is getting rid of that one then. Going back to the block and just figuring out why it didn't disappear properly. Or it's probably because I didn't wire it right. That wonky path creator is for a reason. It is that smoky trail of the decimators that flies through the room and things like that. So we've kind of replicated that as best as I could. The CEOs will be, what, happy? Well paid? Still standing? Okay. Trigger area exited by any is playback. That's cool. And then what we would need instead is over here is a counter, and that would clear it. And that should take care of my problem, in which case I won't need this one. Alright, before I do any of that though, I want to load back in so I don't mess up any of the logic that's currently in progress. Eunice is back again. Maybe I need to set a 1-hour timer on this thing. What do you think? Or is it 30 minutes? I don't. How long is Papa H's timers? I told him I would go absolutely out of my mind if I had that ticking down on me. It's like, nope, gotta work at my own pace.
I'm here to help. What's up?
Okay, one more time. So, we're going to get rid of this one. Pow. And what we're going to do is clear on the counter, or time delay, I should say, which should be in this area somewhere. Here. Okay, so new logic connection. When this delay is complete, clear. And that'll take away the block, and then we can go up the stairs where we're supposed to. Okay. Took us a while to get there, but I think we are there. There's so much going on below the surface here that I'm actually staggering it out by levels. Certain things are higher up and lower so that I can at least know what circuits with what. There is just so much logic running through this one right now in different directions. But I keep thinking someday somebody's going to figure a way that we can share all these toy boxes again, and I want them to be entertaining to play through. Or even if it's just a share play, same logic. And this thing I think I'm going to do is move you over here where you're less intrusive to the build. I don't want to completely cap it off yet because I know I'm not ready for that. And I think what I'm going to do is drop that one in. It's a 30-minute timer. Yeah. I don't see me doing that. Takes me 30 minutes to figure out what I want to do. Okay, there's our anchor. The button of doom. I can't do it, man. That's your thing, and I just don't. I would go crazy. It would distract me too much. Oh, that was lower than I expected. I thought it was the bottom we were measuring up with. Okay, not a problem. Either way, we're going to move it, so. Let's see. Horizontal, no. Vertical. Oh, that's because it already has it in there. I was right. How's everything else? Ooh, mercy. Gotta move it forward now. Forward, backward. I kind of like it there. Let's see. Can we not just move these back? Yeah. I think that looks better that way. Oh, but I know why I did it. Because then I'd be bringing... No, not necessarily. I'm going to stick with that. I love that shape, by the way. So I do have a slight dilemma here. Which I'm sure I'm about to exasperate by trying this. Like I said, this thing is just not quite lined up, and I can't figure out for the life of me where I missed. I mean, that's clearly what happened is somewhere there's a block out of line. But this is all lined up on the outside edge, right? And I guess it's all coming down to this. Let me see something here. There's the problem child right there. Knew somebody was messing us up. Just a smidgen. Okay, so that part works. Now, let's see. Did you oh, it's a headset. I mean, you have a microphone adjustment on that as well, obviously. Yeah, see if I do that, he won't come in. Shoot. All right. I had a feeling. So then, in order to keep this frontage, which I love that shape right there. But this door will not work. And I do need to wall this off at some point. So that means I gotta push this whole thing back. Ah! What was that Bugs Bunny episode with him and Daffy Duck? Shoot me now. I'm starting to think of that one right now. I don't know if I have it in me right now for this one. I'll tell you what. I'm going to put this thing to rest for a little bit, because that's going to take me a deep breath to start moving that whole section backwards. Now, the microphone works. It just was a little bit low end. It was hard to hear him over the rest of the game and stuff like that with the music. So there's generally settings that'll help with that. Even the cheap ones normally have a little volume dial on the wire itself, or if it's wireless, usually by the earpiece there's a volume. All right. If you want to try some G.I. Joe out, I'm cool, and I'll set up a party, or you can set up a party. I'll look for you. In the meantime, boys and girls, I want to thank you for joining me today. I'll do some more on this at a later point in time, not right now. I'm a little wiped out. But we'll be back once again. I remind you each and every time, Disney Infinity is the game where the only limitation is your imagination. We're going to be back right here in the Toy Box once again real soon. And at that time, we will once again be under construction. Until then, see you real soon.